Good morning. We're up early this morning because there is plenty to go through and some videos have to be sent out. Uh, all we hear in the West, isn't it, is that Russia are starving the poor countries of the world and not allowing Ukrainian grain to go through. So I thought it would be interesting to find out a lot of facts about this nonsense. So when it comes to grain, Russia export 20% of the world's grain, Ukraine less than 5%. That's correct. Russia export far more than Ukraine do, 4 times as much. So we're going to explore this even more. The UN asked the West to relax sanctions so that both sides could profit from the grain deal. Or maybe profit is the wrong word, but it certainly seems that way. To export their grain. Now, much of that was bound for Africa, and it was free. That's from the Russian side. Most of the Ukraine grain was bound for rich countries and Eastern European countries, such as Poland and Hungary. So the West blocked Russia because of the sanctions, and they refused to lift them. You can appeal the decision, but of course it takes years and years, and it was never going to happen. And Ukraine were allowed to do so. Not only that, when the shipments were going through, they were stealing the grain from Russia. So let's have a little chat about who's making money hand over fist here, because Russia were given free wheat for Burkina Faso, Zimbabwe, Mali, Somalia, Central African Republic, and Eritrea. Free delivery, 40,000 tons of grain. What we're also going to talk about is last year's deliveries of grain. So last year's delivery of grain and wheat, Ukraine harvested 55 million tons last year. That's quite a lot, isn't it? But Russia harvested nearly 200 million tons, just under in actual fact. Ukraine flooded the market in Poland, Hungary, so much so the Polish farmers and Hungarian farmers decided they were going to blockade and not allow it through. So that drove the prices down. But the people who were exporting the grain, it was all going to Europe. Only 2% of that grain found its way to other countries, and they charged 5 times as much as it was worth. So not only that, the vastly inflated prices. Somebody's making a ton of money somewhere, and the West are lying.